Ready.
Talking about our big sky trip. And to get into the theme of things, hang on one second. There.
What is that?
You remember this is one of my Halloween hats when I was Casey from Yellowstone.
So, okay, so I don't know if anybody knows, but he's a weirdo. Big Sky is not a big town. It's like a little resort town. So there's not a giant grocery store.
You fly into Bozeman.
You fly into Bozeman. It's like an hour away. There's not like a bunch of chain restaurants. So can you do it gluten-free? Can you?
You can do it gluten-free. You can do it gluten-free, but you can't do it cheaply. That's for sure.
No, you can't do it cheaply.
Yeah.
So.
Even going to, well, okay, so first picture on here, airport. You got like a couple little snacks in the airport. And I think she didn't want to tell me the price of what they were because they were like ridiculous.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. We're doing this a little late.
Yeah, it's May. Okay, let's go to the important stuff here. All right, first one is the first restaurant that we went to. They were out of buns, but it was...
We did find a really cute, cool restaurant.
Like bar.
Montana is beautiful. And then all of their...
Even in winter.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Although it really wasn't winter because there was no snow.
Yeah, it was
but
more
we
like
went in January.
Fall because there was no flowers. But it was, yeah, it was winter, but it looked like fall. But
so as you can see from this picture, it looks like everybody enjoyed the meal.
Yes, Montana is beautiful. A lot of their buildings are beautiful. All like big reclaimed wood all over the place. And it's really pretty. It's my style. This is really interesting to get used to.
I turn my head. I feel like the weight on my head. It feels like
So our first place, we did find a place with burgers that had supposed to have gluten-free buns. However, they were out of buns. She felt really bad, but they got a huge influx of people.
Like a little bit before. Or
we figured out why there were so many people coming in that day.
Why
Remember
was it?
those races?
Oh yes, I think I have pictures.
Yeah,
there were ice car races.
I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
So
the little side note: on the way to Big Sky years ago, we had taken a trailer trip, and one of our favorite campgrounds was along the road from Bozeman to Big Sky, and we found it.
So I made him stop.
So I'll put some video up of us skipping rocks again. It was very nostalgic.
That has nothing to do with gluten-free.
No, it doesn't, but it was neat. As far as hotels and staying places and stuff like that, if you want to stay in Big Sky, it is ridiculous expensive.
Yes, but we found a much better place to stay.
And she now wants a house like this. So here's a little video driving up the road to the place that we found. And when I was searching around, I was mostly just honestly shopping on price.
Yeah.
And then I found this, and then like in the pictures, it looked really cool.
When he showed me, I knew I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I had seen it before. I was like, we've seen this before. I've seen this on a show, and I want to stay here.
And anyway, it ended up being an earth house. And this has been on like TV shows. And so when we got to it, and here's a video of us driving up to the earth house. And as the owner has two, he built his own. And he built the guest house as well. And I would highly recommend, like, if you go to Big Sky and this place is available, you should 100% stay here. It was probably one of the neatest houses that we've ever been.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I got to do my yoga in the atrium area. I don't know what you call that area, the front area.
It's a greenhouse.
It's a greenhouse. I got to do my yoga in the greenhouse area. It was amazing.
So here's a pic.
Feel so good in the house, so relaxed.
And what's interesting is like you almost feel like the earth is giving you a hug.
I don't know if I would say that, but
like have you ever gone
outdoor, indoor?
Yeah.
It's very cozy. It's very warm. We would get home and it was like almost 80 degrees in the house. It was pretty warm when it's like freezing and snow outside. And then I think our second day there was pretty warm, so we cracked a window and the two side doors and let the air through.
30, 40 degrees out.
But it was like the perfect temperature overnight, but you have all these windows and sitting and eating dinner and like I sat in the green room.
Yeah, the video up here, the front, like the whole window, that's all greenhouse in the front.
Yeah. It's very hard to explain like how it is. It's such a relaxing home, but you feel like you could see the whole outside because the whole front is windows.
Yeah. It was really neat. And there was a sauna with it, like a wood-fired sauna that we went in.
Oh, that was hot.
Like,
a wood-fired sauna is so much hotter than an infrared. I love my infrared sauna. I was dying in the wood-fired sauna. So here's my market.
Real quick. I have 2 complaints about the house. Do you have any complaints about the house?
That I don't get to live there?
No.
I don't know.
Legitimate complaints.
If it was our house, it was definitely I would wanted more bedrooms.
Okay, well, besides that, complaint number 1, you can't pee in the shower because the water.
I used to never pee in the
water
shower.
From the shower waters all the plants in the greenhouse.
So just pee before you get in the shower. What's the big deal?
and double-edged sword. So the shower was one ginormous fogged window, which doesn't lend itself to any privacy.
It's your own house. Nobody
Not when you have kids there.
Okay. Why do you always bring up these things?
Yeah.
So we found a little market, Roxy's Market. She didn't get to see it, but and we found
it was a neat little market. They had a good amount of stuff.
They had so much gluten-free junk food. I wanted to buy a bunch of junk food, but we didn't because that was eating really good.
Yeah, I think as much as like being gluten-free is healthy, it's also become very trendy. And so in Big Sky, like, yeah, you can expect a lot of gluten-free food.
They've gotten a lot better at making gluten-free treats and desserts. Yeah. But we did find tons of gluten-free breads, and I found
a whole little section, which is this
but wait.
Video right here. I'm waiting.
The best sourdough gluten-free bread. I have not had a sandwich like this since pre-gluten-free. It was like one of those, like, you know how the sourdough is like long
sourdough
like that?
size.
Yeah. Huge, and it was so good. We made our sandwiches for on the mountain every day, and just piled it high with all of the goods.
Main complaint with the grocery store. Do you remember how much our groceries were for 3 days?
I don't remember, but it was extremely expensive. I remember looking at the individual prices.
It was $600 for 4 days.
Do you know why that is, though? Because we are not at a big grocery store. We are at a little tiny market in the middle of a resort town.
100%.
If you want to do cheaper, you buy your groceries in Bozeman before you leave.
Yes. Buy your groceries in Bozeman and bring them up.
We didn't have room in the car for groceries, though. We had 4 people with all our snowboard stuff in a little tiny RAV4. Groceries would have been piled on us for an hour.
True. Yeah. So if we would have gotten a bigger car,
it would have been cheaper.
It may have been cheaper to buy a bigger car, get the groceries in Bozeman, and then drive up.
But then I wouldn't have found my wonderful bread.
I don't know. And then here's a picture of like the downtown, which is really pretty.
We found pizza because we wanted to eat out one night.
We did find pizza. Here's the menu from
it was really good
and
pizza.
Spur. What's that kind? So I recall the pizza not being great.
I recall it being good.
No, let me show a picture.
It was small.
No. Where is it?
He doesn't have a picture.
So I remember the pizza being very, very small. It was the macaroni and cheese that was really good.
That was really good. Yes,
that's what was good.
That was really, really good.
We opened the pizza box, and my son, who I think had got the pizza, like the look of disappointment on his face was.
Well, we got stuff to share because it was so expensive, and we didn't realize it would be itty bitty. But the mac and cheese was like I ended up getting that just as a side because
I think I
thought we all wanted to try it.
We got a pizza and macaroni and
it was
cheese, gluten-free macaroni and cheese.
We got 2 pizzas. I don't know.
We got 2. It was like $80.
We should have got everybody their own different thing.
But that would have been a $200 meal.
Yeah, the macaroni and cheese was really good though. I would go
macaroni there. Yeah, but it was expensive. Don't expect to eat out gluten-free or eat out period and be inexpensive.
Yeah, just to expect when you go to Big Sky, it's going to be crazy expensive. It's a resort town.
Yeah. Here's some of the cars that we saw, and this is the ice racing show.
What was it called?
I don't remember, but it's very big in like, what was it, Sweden or Europe or something like that. So basically what they were doing, they had like a lot of these high dollar cars, and originally they were going to do it on the mountain roads because they'd all be iced over, but there wasn't enough. So what they did is they took their golf course and basically sprayed water on it to create a layer of ice. And then they created a racetrack on the golf course.
I thought that's where they were originally going to do.
No, originally it was supposed to be on those mountain roads. And we looked at the price to get tickets, and it
like $500 a person or something.
And that was like the regular general admission. And then if you wanted like the special tickets, it was like what, 2,000 or something like that? It
was crazy.
But so I mean, they had some really nice cars. Like, I mean, this red one, I forget what it was called, but it was like, I mean, just crazy expensive.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more our style right here. This little Volkswagen Bug. Yeah, we'd rock that. Big Sky, of course. Like if you're going for the skiing, like that's why you go to Big Sky. And it was ginormous.
Huge.
Yeah, I mean we go to Mammoth. That's kind of our home.
That's like
resort.
Mammoth is like Wrightwood compared to Big Sky. It's like nothing. It's huge.
I mean,
I think our longest run was 3
seats.
miles. 3 miles for our longest run.
It's got heated seats. Amazing. It's got the cover that comes down.
Yeah. Oh, that is a terrible picture. Do not show this.
I will show it. So the front of this is the greenhouse of this, or green room of the house. Greenhouse of the house. And yeah, I mean, it was so comfortable in there. This whole thing is just like one long, and that's what heats it up. There's no air conditioning.
Yeah.
And there's no heater
The
in this
sun just
place.
comes in through the windows.
Yeah, because
You
they're kind of
open
like
the
an
windows
angle.
between the house and the greenhouse during the day, and it heats up all the cement, and it just heats up the whole house. And then at night, you close those windows between the greenhouse and the house, and it keeps your house a really good, comfortable
Yeah.
temperature.
And then it was just so quiet, and it felt like almost
Yeah.
like when you go in a cave and it's just like so quiet.
Even the area though was so quiet
It was, yeah.
because you go out of Big Sky and then you go down and up
Yeah.
another road. And
So I'm gonna go back a few pictures here
why?
because one of our things that turned out really good for saving money was we made lunch at our house or our VRBO where we were staying, and we brought our lunch. And what we did is we paid for the extra parking to get like right there,
Not
like right
extra
up front,
parking. Yeah, like we paid for
the VIP parking.
it's a small lot for like
Yeah, it was like $50.
50 cars.
Well, yeah, $50 for the
And yeah.
day, but you're right there, and we saved money because the
Yeah, it would
food.
have probably cost us like $200 for a lunch for all of us,
Oh, easy.
especially with how much Cole eats.
Yeah, yeah, it was just.
Yeah.
So I would definitely do that. Bring your lunch. I mean, if it's cold enough, you just leave it in your car. We were
Yeah, we
lucky
didn't
enough;
need
we
ice
had like
packs.
pretty good weather. I would definitely, if we were to do it over again, I'd definitely get the bigger car. I'd buy groceries in Bozeman.
Bread at Roxy's.
And that's fine. And all the other stuff, keep it the same. I'd pay the $50 for the parking because you're
Yeah.
paying $50. You're probably saving $100 or $150.
Yeah, and you're right there. You
You're
don't have
right
to walk
there.
far. You couldn't go eat your lunch. You could. There's like a restaurant right there. We got hot chocolate one day. They have these little round things.
Gondolas. It's like
They had
old
little
gondolas
gondolas,
that
and then they had fires in
but
them.
unless
so
you
if you
get
get
there
early
like
enough,
like 10 o'clock, yeah, you're not getting that.
yeah, you got to have somebody go and wait. So
Yeah. I would recommend have some sort of communication. Have walkie-talkies or something because your phones do not work on the mountain. At least,
yeah,
like,
if you're
you
looking
go
at the
off
mountain,
to
if
the
you go
right.
to the far right, your phones
And
don't work. And if you're over there for a while, you can't get back and you can't get communication.
we got in big trouble with our son for being late for lunch.
Yeah, it was your fault.
It was my fault.
It was, yeah, it was his
Most
fault.
things are my fault.
I knew he had to go back, but he's like, let's just do one more run. We're over here.
Because we hadn't even gone all the way to the other side.
Yeah.
And it took probably, what time did we leave? Like
Well,
9 to 1 to go there and back.
Because we were with our daughter.
She had a little setback.
With her skills.
If you go to Big Sky, you should definitely do the snowmobiling in Yellowstone. And there's all kinds of different companies that do it.
It was amazing.
Yeah. And even though the snow, like there was hardly any snow when we had gone, just the experience of being in Yellowstone when there's nobody else there.
And it's cold. So like the big difference is in the summer, you see hot pots and you see steam where there's big steam areas. But in the winter, it's cold. So anywhere there's steam, you just see it piping everywhere. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
But for the tour, you can buy lunch. You cannot get gluten-free.
Don't trust that. Bring your own. Yeah, it's got to be. And I would probably, like, if I was to do it again, if we could, I'd maybe bring something hot with us, like a thermos or something would be nice. Dress way warmer than what you think you're going to need to. Because we dressed.
You can. So they have little suits. We didn't do that because it wasn't as cold as it normally is. We wore our normal suits. But I brought, we wore a normal snow stuff. And they all wore their snowboard boots. And I brought my snow boots.
Like UGG type style?
They're not UGG. They were Soel or whatever that's brand.
Soel, yeah.
I thought I don't know what it is. I thought it'd be warm. I've had them. I've never really had a chance to wear them. So I thought I'll wear them on this. I should have worn my snowboard boots because on the way back, like I was frozen to the bone.
I wish I would have had probably 2 extra layers. So I had a t-shirt. I had a long sleeve, like fleece jacket, and then my snow jacket. I wish I would have had probably 2 more layers, and I wish one of them would have been heated.
I did bring my heated jacket, so that's I brought, or my heated vest actually. So our hand thingies were warm; they were heated.
Yeah.
But we saw so much that I kept taking my glove off and taking a picture. So then I'd go heat it up, and then I'd take it off, take a picture. But on the way back, my feet were so cold that it froze my whole body. So, and then on halfway back...
Do you remember what the temperature was that day? Was it like in the 30s maybe?
No, it might have gotten down on the way back to the 20s.
But whatever we wore was abnormally warm for when we went. So if you go in the winter, it's normal temperature,
which is 0.
You got to dress like our friends had gone the week before and they were freezing.
No, they wore their suits. They bought the suits.
But I thought they said it was like so cold still.
Yeah, she did say it was cold still, but you can rent their little suit, and some of their group didn't. But yeah, so that would have been
dress warm, dress
or
really, really warm.
rent their suits.
Yeah,
but,
and face mask, 100%. Bring a face mask. Yeah. Here's some other pictures. This is us kind of getting ready, and we like. There's a lot of snowmobiles all over, but they kind of like stagger them.
Yeah, there was
and
like 7 to a group, something like that.
Yeah,
7 machines to a group. So you all go off at different times. So you're not in this giant, huge group together.
We saw bison, obviously, like on the road. I mean, they're on the road all the time. We got to see wolves with like right across the river.
Black wolf.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm sure you can see them in the summer also, but I feel like in the winter, because there's not the mass amount of people,
we never saw it in the summer.
Here's a little video, and the bison are just, I mean, they're just right there, which is a little nerve-wracking because they're huge.
The kids and I were hoping we'd have to drive through a bison herd because every time we're riding and we go through cows,
they don't like me.
Very, very nervous. And I always have to go first to drive through to show them that you can do it. So it was really fun. Yeah, but you were in a
side-by-side, but I'm on a dirt bike.
It was so fun to watch. We all had a kick out of that.
And then afterwards, we did find another little restaurant. Was this on the way back? Afterwards, I think.
Well, there was one place that was like packed, so we went to the other place that wasn't.
There was like a barbecue place, but at this barbecue place, they had like literally nothing gluten-free. There's like 2 or 3 things. It wasn't.
But it was just going to be such a long wait. So
so we found this little place
unless you're in Big Sky. On the side of the road.
Yeah.
It was really hard to find anything. There's like nothing. There's a couple places.
There's a couple choices, and it was called the Corral, which is this place right here, and it's actually like really pretty cute. Like this is the inside of it right here.
I think we all should have got the steak that Cole got. Yeah. Everything else was just
and even this is like a little roadside place. Still not cheap.
No.
And then on the way out, the night that we were leaving the next day, we stayed in a hotel.
The last night.
The Field and Stream. And really, I was just looking for like the cheapest place because it's like, okay, trip's over, we're out of here. And the Field and Stream, it was surprisingly nice. Like
I'd stay there again.
The rooms were kind of like dark and dingy, but that's like the motif that they were going for.
Dingy.
No, they were just dark.
You can't tell though because the lights were so dim.
They were very dim.
It was like I walked in and I was like, it feels really old but new. That was what I said.
Well, and that's exactly what it is.
It had just opened in 2025.
Yeah, so the hotel had been closed down for like years, and Field and Stream, the old magazine, I guess Eric Church and a couple other like country music stars or whatever, they bought the Field and Stream brand, and then they opened this hotel under the brand. And so here's some video of the lobby, and I don't know if I did.
I accidentally deleted our food from the restaurant.
Did you? I might have it
on
here.
The restaurant was really good.
Here's
and
the
waiter
pool
was
area.
Such a great waiter.
Super friendly.
Great for the pool.
No. Yeah. And then it has like a little outdoor atrium area here. I think there's a spa over there. These windows, they all like open all the way up. And then here's our food.
You got food too.
And it was good.
Really good.
And it was decently priced.
They had good gluten-free bread too. Oh no.
We had leftovers.
I did not let him throw away my sourdough bread. We brought it. I brought it to the restaurant and asked them to toast my sourdough bread, and it was wonderful. I'm looking at the bread going, that was good.
Decently priced, and that's it on that.
Looking at food doesn't make him hungry. That looks really good. I want more.
So Big Sky was a lot of fun. It was very expensive.
Go planning on spending a small fortune.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had Icon passes this year just to go.
The lift
get
prices.
Lift ticket. Holy cow!
Yeah, I don't think if it wasn't for
the
Icon pass, I don't think I would. I probably wouldn't go back there.
No.
At least not with kids. The problem with the Icon pass is places that have the Icon pass get way more crowded than other places. So if we don't have the Icon pass, I'm going to go to a place that's less crowded.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't very crowded when we went.
It's so big. It wasn't crowded.
Yeah.
And maybe because of those races that people were on the mountain.
Could be. Yeah.
We had like no wait, long run.
Yeah. But I do prefer a little bit of the like out of the way, not super built up. I mean, there's building going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. I mean, it's just turning into another super bougie Aspen or whatever. Side
note though, I do like this better than a bucket hat.
I like my surf bucket hat. Yeah, that's gonna be my next hat for our next video. I'm wearing my bucket hat.
It's not my
or if you have
hat.
other recommendations on hats, you can mail them to my office. I will wear them.